Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you are building serverless applications on AWS, you must have heard of the term AWS SAM. But what exactly is it? Or how does it even work? Well, that's what we are diving in today, and let's get started. AWS SAM stands for Serverless Application Model. So it's basically an open source framework which helps you to build, to deploy, and to test your serverless applications on AWS. So assume you are using AWS Lambda, you have API Gateway, you have DynamoDB, and other bunch of AWS services. So SAM gives you a simple and like a consistent way to define and to deploy everything, just give with a few lines of code. So yeah, to address your incoming thoughts, which is we have CloudFormation for that. Yes, SAM is just an extension of AWS CloudFormation. It just simplifies your infrastructure as a code using a shorthand syntax, which is like easy to read and to write. So here's how SAM works. So you define, there is a template.yml file where you define your application, whatever infrastructure or whatever services you want to have up and running, similar to a CloudFormation template. And then you have AWS SAM CLI, which is like the command line tool, which will help you to build and to package your app. Using the AWS SAM CLI, you can test your things locally. You can emulate Lambda, API Gateway, etc. on your local device. And using a simple single command, you can get it deployed. Behind the scene, the SAM converts your full template into CloudFormation code and it handles the deployment process for you. So you can build just about any kind of serverless applications with SAM. It can be REST APIs, it can be event-driven microservices, real-time data processing, cron jobs, you name it. If it uses AWS Lambda in it and other AWS services, like SAM makes your life easier. Now, here are a few features which really makes SAM powerful. First is its simplified syntax. The way of defining functions, APIs, tables are way more like easier. With SAM CLI, you can do local development and testing. Then you have built-in debugging feature as well for the Lambda functions. Then using S3 and CloudFormation under the hood, the deployment process becomes very fast, super fast. And you can integrate it with your CI/CD pipelines, GitHub Actions, other tools. So since it's open source, you can even contribute to the project on the GitHub. Now, you might be wondering, like, how does it even help when we already have CloudFormation and when we already have tools like AWS CDK? So basically, CloudFormation is powerful, but it's verbose. You have to be very descriptive. You have to write in a lot of things in the template. SAM, it simplifies the CloudFormation and it focuses purely on the serverless part of it. CDK, on the other hand, it lets you define your infrastructure using your real programming languages like Python, TypeScript, etc. So if you prefer YML and you want to go with the approach of serverless first, then SAM is the right choice. So there you have it, AWS SAM in a nutshell. Thanks for watching. See you next one.